When it comes to your health, everything basically comes down to how well the immune system is working. And when you're thinking about things like chronic disease and even the C word that rhymes with answer, I'm not allowed to say that because ratings seem to go down in views seem to go down. When it comes to diseases like that, it's basically the immune system is not working enough to fight that off naturally, because everyone in everyone's biology has the capability of fighting that off. Now, when it comes to things like chronic diseases and stuff, it comes down to what exactly the body itself is dealing with. Are there outside toxins continuously? Is there some form of nutritional deficiency? Now, when it comes to environment, so you're thinking of outside toxins as in, sure, it can be skincare products, it can be soaps, it can be toothpaste, it can be hair dye, it can be like the off-gassing from like new carpets or new pillows or new mattresses. All of those build up, even pollution in the air, all that kind of stuff that can build up. But also we're looking at psychological toxins. So you're looking at stress, chronic stress. Are you in a relationship that increases stress levels, that increases anxiety, that increases you not feeling safe and having that continued fear feeling? Because that's what anxiety is. Anxiety is fear. So it's fear of future, it's fear of something happening or fear of something not happening. And that buildup of stress in the body increases all those stress hormones inside the body, which decreases your own immune system. Now, all those stress hormones that are continuously there in the body, whenever you're feeling the stress, the chronic stress, whether it's from other people, outside forces, or even stress within yourself, it can also be conflict with others or conflict with self, where the stress levels are up as well. And all of that contributes to the C word that rhymes with answer. So, and there have been instances in the past where people, even children, have gotten rid of their C word by using visualization. So I can remember reading, this is something that I've actually read up on ever since I was a kid. Every story I could find, everything that I could ever read about it, I always did, because I found it so fascinating as to, how it happens, why it happens, ways for it to not happen, ways for it to sort of go away, and different things that you can do to make it go away. Back to one of the stories that I do remember reading was about this kid, and he used visualization to help get rid of his. And what he did was he imagined that wherever it was in the body, he had these little armored tanks with these missiles that were going off and exploding those nasty cells and getting rid of them. So I've used visualization techniques to get rid of recurring cold sores that I used to get. I remember the last time I had cold sores, I used to do all sorts of stuff to try and get rid of them, but they kept coming back. And that was really annoying. And I've read before, once you have them, you always have them. They come up when you're stressed and all that. Now, the last time I had them was, I think it was 2014. And I've been through a metric F-bomb ton of stress between then and now. So much so, and they did not come back. So 2014 was the last time I had them, and I used visualization where I would concentrate and tell my entire immune system to go to this area here and to just get rid of it. So, and I can, because, when you've got the little bubble that sort of starts up, you can feel the tinglingness. That's what I had. I had that little bubble and it would come up, and then I used visualization for a solid half hour. I was just visualizing it the whole time. So I was relaxed, I was lying down in bed, and I concentrated and just told my entire immune system from the entireness of my body to go to that one spot there, and concentrated for the solid half hour. Now, what I did remember noticing was that it felt like it got a little bit bigger because it got tinglier and tinglier within probably the course of a couple of hours. And then it went away. It just went away. It went down by itself, went away, didn't get the blister, didn't get nothing. It just went away. And I haven't had it since. So the power of visualization itself, and then you talking to your own cells inside your body and directing them to where you want them to go, has a profound influence on your health itself and your body as a whole, because all your cells inside your body respond to your mind. Your mind is far more powerful than what you ever give it credit for. So all those negative thoughts against yourself, you're depleting your immune system. And all the positive things that you tell yourself, you're increasing your immune system. So what's another instance? Okay, another time, this happened probably 4 or 5 years ago. I went for a big long walk in thongs, big long walk in thongs, and I ended up getting this infection in my foot. And I can remember over the course of a couple of days, it got bigger and bigger and tinglier in my foot. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. And I remember waking up in the middle of the night and I thought to myself, okay, I really need to concentrate on this. And some intuitive thing inside me, like, it felt like this is simply because I've in the past had these experiences where I've had some people are going to think, oh, that's not true, and some people are going to go, oh yeah, I totally believe that. Where I've had encounters where I have passed on messages from people's loved ones onto them. So I'm more receptive at times when my mind is just calm and blank. I'm more receptive to things like, I suppose, paranormal stuff, like spirits and stuff, those that have passed on. They really don't like being called dead. It's those that have passed on. So what I did was, it felt like it came from Hippocrates himself, and he's like the father of all medicine, right? There's like this Hippocratic oath that doctors are supposed to swear to, do no harm. And it's something that's really strong in naturopathy as well, because he's like the first guy who started, like, thousands and thousands of years ago, about natural medicine and herbs and helping to heal the body and that kind of stuff. So it felt like it came from him, because in my mind it just did. And I can remember one of the things I was supposed to do was, so it was on my left foot, the infection that was getting bigger and bigger. I had lemon essential oil, and I put that underneath my kneecap, on the back of my leg there. I had to put it there. And then again on the lymph nodes, that's in the crease of my upper leg and hip. So did that, and then laid flat on the bed, and then again visualized and relaxed, and I felt it going down, and the infection actually went away. So didn't need antibiotics or anything. It went away, never came back. So obviously I'm not saying that, this works for everyone and and you don't always have to see your doctor or healthcare provider or whatever. This is just my own experience. This is what happened to me. This is what I did on me. I've always been the type to experiment on myself, and I have ever since I was 12, ever since I started reading about all sorts of stuff. So I've always been interested in natural health and natural ways of healing the body, and yeah, that's just my own experience. But I seem to be getting sidetracked. So back to the C word that starts with, that rhymes with answer. It just comes down to the body's own immune system. So when you're in that perpetual state of chronic stress, that fear, that anxiety, that all those negative emotions there, all that conflict with other people as well, where you feel like you can't talk to anyone about it, you can't express your feelings on it, you have to hide things away, and then you have to continuously be in that conflict with someone. That has a toll on your natural immune system, because you're in that perpetual state of stress. And all those stress chemicals in the body, they turn into some sort of poison that's inside your body, that's coursing through your brain, coursing through your veins, not your brains, although it does. Another thing about stress too is that stress itself can increase blood sugar levels. So it can drive someone from, say, normal blood sugars, or even just being pre-diabetic, into diabetes, into type 2 diabetes. it can contribute towards higher blood sugar levels. And then taking that stress away can decrease those blood sugar levels. Like I've seen it before in people in the past. I've seen it in myself. I've seen it in other family members as well. So it's really interesting the effects stress has on the body, but they're all negative effects. Certainly not positive effects when it's chronic stress, when it's continued. So the best thing that you can do for your health is to find out what those stresses are and take them away, reduce them, change things, either having a long conversation with that person of conflict and establishing your boundaries, or just removing them completely from your life, whichever one works better for you, and changing your lifestyle in a way that benefits you in a more positive, active, peaceful way. That's the best thing that you can do for you. So you can always do things that help you relax, like mindfulness and grounding and all those lovely things that I love to do. But there's always that thing that needs to be done, that action that needs to be done to help contribute towards that more peaceful lifestyle. So what's that one thing that you can do for yourself today which will help ease some of that stress? What's that thing that you're going to do for you? Stasia Petralia, your natural health mastermind, body and anxiety expert, hypnotherapist, and naturopath. Love you guys. Bye.